I think a lot of people think of viral as reaching hundreds of thousands of people. Certainly that is going viral, but when we're trying to reach a local demographic of patients, we don't necessarily usually care if we're reaching 100,000 people across the country. We'd rather reach, say, 5,000 people in our city. So when we talk about going viral in this sense, we don't necessarily need that volume. We just need to reach more new people in our area.
Welcome to Success Confidentials.
9 minutes every week that'll level up your practice. If you're a healthcare visionary obsessed with patient experience, team culture, marketing, and growth, you're in the right place.
We are too. We're Lauren
and Christine,
the patient whisperers. We worked together for 4 years as leaders in a real premium practice.
We did not play in the traditional healthcare sandbox and believe human emotions drive all success, and it really, really worked. We grew our cash pay practice an average 60% year over year.
And on social media, we grew our followers from 1,000 to 14,000 in just 2 years, generating millions in annual revenue from social media alone.
So now we're out here sharing what made us wildly successful so you can be too.
Let's have some fun.
Let's dive in.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Success Confidentials. Today we are talking about going viral. Everyone wants to go viral, but what does that mean for us as healthcare professionals or even a healthcare practice?
How do we capitalize on that or use that in our social media strategy, and what value does it bring us?
Going viral means that your content, whatever you post, it could be a reel, a graphic, a photo, gets picked up by the algorithm and reaches a lot of people very, very fast.
So why this is important and why it helps us in our practice and our social media is it gets us in front of new eyeballs, new people, which is the whole point of marketing. It exposes our brand, our services, our procedures to a new audience, and it's done in an organic way, so there usually isn't any ad spend involved in it, so great return on investment. And even better, it's done in a way that feels organic and authentic to the person that sees your content, so it resonates with them in a different way than a lot of times, say, an ad would, because it feels like it's content that was really designed for their feed and made to fit into their experience.
This conversation is going to help you understand the type of content to create to not only show up to your fans and followers, but also new people and grow your social media accounts.
The goal of going viral is to reach new people without spending a lot in marketing, but to reach the 80% of our market that is not looking for us. They're not searching for us on Google. They are not paying attention to ads. They're enjoying their experience on social media. So it has to be content that feels authentic and fits in their feed. It has to stop their scroll in a positive way. And we have to remember the type of content that does this is not the close, it is the introduction. This content is not designed to, hey, call and schedule your free consultation. It's designed to just introduce you to new viewers so you can then nurture that into interest.
Exactly. These are the hardest people to reach, but the largest share of our markets.
And this is part of how we grew like crazy and how we made over $2 million a year through social media, because we were going out and reaching that demographic that wasn't looking for us yet. One thing we see all the time, and we talk to practices who say, hey, we're doing social media, but we're not really seeing great results. We're not seeing a bunch of patients come in the door or a lot of revenue that we can tie to our social media efforts. We feel like we're putting a lot of time and effort in that honestly feels like a waste because we're just showing up to the same 500 fans and followers over and over and over again. And the most common reason for this that we see is the content that these practices are producing on their social media.
And I believe that as a business or a practice in this situation, a lot of the times we lose sight on what social media was created for. It was created for people to connect. So when a business, or in our case, a healthcare practice, enters the conversation and acts as if they are a business trying to sell to people, it negatively interrupts people's scroll. So how do we positively interrupt their scroll and really achieve this reach viral content we're talking about? It's positively interrupting their scroll and meeting them with the content they are looking for. And think about us as consumers. When I scroll on social media, it's because I'm wanting entertainment to decompress for the day, maybe learn something new. So we need to fit into that algorithm that social media is looking for so it continues to serve our content to people outside of our already fans and followers.
Yeah. I think the two biggest mistakes we see are practices who have an agency producing content for them, and they're not giving the agency anything authentic. So what usually happens is the agency is pumping out really inauthentic ad-like images, very sterile stock images that don't feel like they belong on social media. People don't want to see it. Or they have someone on staff just posting that doesn't have a strategy or really any training, and they're posting anniversaries and birthdays and maybe some patients holding up signs.
Holidays,
and none of it has a strategy. None of it is entertaining, educational, insightful, or thought-provoking. And so it just really falls flat. And that's where they end up just frustrated, where it doesn't feel like it's working because it's not. And so that content pivot is where we have the opportunity to reach new people, which is going viral. I think a lot of people think of viral as reaching hundreds of thousands of people. Certainly that is going viral, but when we're trying to reach a local demographic of patients, we don't necessarily usually care if we're reaching 100,000 people across the country. We'd rather reach, say, 5,000 people in our city. So when we talk about going viral in this sense, we don't necessarily need that volume. We just need to reach more new people in our area.
So how do we make viral content?
If we can help you with anything related to today's topic, use the link to schedule a free 30-minute synergy session just for new practices.
For our existing practice clients, you already know where to find us.
Now we want to hear from you. What resonated? What other topics are hot for you right now? We want to know all about it in the comments.
We're just a comment away, so if you have any questions, we personally respond to all comments and DMs. If you're not subscribed yet, make it easy on yourself to see new episodes and reference topics that are helpful by hitting the subscribe button.